Now that we have successfully added the user information and the user profile and completed the first contact persons, we want to create the first ads. We can either create the ads individually or import them in groups. To import as a group, we need to upload a prepared CSV file in the bulk actions area. As this file must be adapted to our data structure, we recommend that you contact our support team so that we can carry out the import without errors. Since we can now use the premium plan as pre-registrants in the beta version, which gives us 20 ad spaces, we can create and upload our ads individually. If more than 20 ads are needed, we can purchase extra ads. Since extra ads must always be purchased monthly, we recommend that you do not buy extra ads in the beta version, but only after Arico B2B is fully online. We click on Place Ad to place our first ad. Once again, we use Mr. Smart and his company as an example. Firstly, he wants to offer one of his different types of tables on Arico B2B. As this is an offer for a product, we select this button. By entering suitable keywords in the search field, we find the right category for our ad. In this case, furniture for living rooms. Now Mr. Smart needs to enter the details of his ad. Since the ad title is the first thing potential buyers see, besides the cover image, a good choice of headline is essential. Mr. Smart has written the type, manufacturer, model and condition of his ad in the title, and depending on the ad, other relevant information can also be added to the title. This both describes the ad well and makes it easier to search. In this case, the type of product is table. The manufacturer is Smart Productions. The model is TSP1. And the condition is new. As with all larger text fields on Arico B2B, YouTube videos can also be added here and the text can be designed based on the given functions. Images should not be used here either, since they can be added later. In addition, no contact details should be used in the text field, since these can be added via the fields to be filled in later. This is important for the statistics section of our site. Mr. Smart also states that there are 700 tables for sale. It is also possible to enter reference numbers for the products. Mr. Smart has specified a base price of €200 and provided a discount of 50%. The price details show that the discount is only granted for bulk orders of over 100 units. Now we select a contact person for the ad. We select Mr. Smith, the sales manager of the Smart Company. It is of course still possible to create a new contact person. An address is assigned to each ad. In this case, it shows where the products are located. We select the address that has already been created, but we could also create a new one. Now let's move on to the next step. In this window, we can add images and videos to our ad. The video added via the URL will then be displayed in the gallery. It is important to note that the video must not contain any time or playlist information. If you want the video to be displayed in the gallery first, you can do this by activating the Set as Cover button. Here we can upload the images for the ad. The order of selection determines the order in the gallery. The first image is also framed in yellow at the end. By clicking on Upload Images, the images are finally uploaded and saved. The Continue button then appears. If images have not been uploaded, the Continue button remains switched off. In the next step, there is the option to upload PDF documents for the ad. We have uploaded the installation instructions for assembling the tables. In the last step, we determine whether the ad should be directly visible after confirmation by the Arico team and where it should be placed. We currently have 20 available ads from the premium plan and no extra ads available. Accordingly, the ads included in the premium plan are selected automatically. We have successfully uploaded our first ad. We can also see it in the ads management area, but with the status requested, which means that the Arico team will review the ads and approve or reject them if the guidelines have not been followed. In the meantime, we want to place Mr. Smart's next ad. So we click on Place Ad again. This time, Mr. Smart wants to offer a service on Arico B2B, a repair service for wooden furniture. He selects the offer service option, chooses the appropriate category again, and in the next step, Mr. Smart enters the details of his offer. Mr. Smart has briefly described his ad in the title and provided the location in which he is offering it. He names the type of service and then describes the service in more detail. Mr. Smart does not provide any information on prices in his advertisement because he wants to agree these directly with the customer. And then chooses a contact person, in this case himself. Mr. Smart again chooses his warehouse as the location, since the craftsman will visit the customers from there. In the next step, he selects a suitable image for his service. It is also important to save this step before continuing. PDF documents can be uploaded here again. For example, Mr. Smart could now upload the certificates of his employees as proof of quality. In the last step, we determine whether the ad should be directly visible after confirmation by the Arico team and where it should be placed. We can see that 19 out of 20 ad spaces are currently still available in the premium plan. Accordingly, the ads included in the plan are automatically selected. The ad is placed with Mr. Smart as the contact person and is sent again for approval. Now we come to Mr. Smart's first demand ads. Mr. Smart urgently needs a new supplier of oak beams for his production. Since he needs products, he selects the option Demand Product. As before, Mr. Smart uses a keyword to search for the right category. He uses the category Processed Wood Products. In the next step, he fills in the details of his ad. This time, he explicitly states in the heading that he is looking for new suppliers for oak beams. He specifies the product type. Since the manufacturer and model are not relevant for Mr. Smart in this case, he simply leaves these fields blank. Mr. Smart also specifies that he is only looking for new products. In demand ads, there is the option of adding further product conditions. In the ad description, Mr. Smart describes his requirements in detail and customizes the text field to suit his taste. He also adds a YouTube video to the description by clicking on the video button and entering the video URL. Once he is satisfied with the description, Mr. Smart enters his budget for the purchase of 1,000 beams. There is also an option to enter further details about the price. As usual, the contact persons and location of the ad are also specified. So that Mr. Smart can better present his requirements, he also adds pictures. As usual, he saves these and moves on to the next step. Next, Mr. Smart considers adding the exact dimensions of the products as a PDF, but then decides to contact potential sellers directly. He therefore skips this step. Finally, after checking the visibility and placement of the ad, he completes the process. Now Mr. Smart wants to place another demand ad, as some of his woodworking machines need to be serviced. Accordingly, he selects the demand service option. In this case, he selects the product that requires maintenance, wood processing machines. The next step is to enter the details of the ad. To optimize the description and visibility of the ad, he enters all relevant information in the title, service type, and description. Mr. Smart decides not to enter a budget so that he can compare all the incoming offers. The contact person and location of the machine are, of course, also selected. In the next step, Mr. Smart uploads a picture of the machine that requires maintenance. He can then upload the technical documents and maintenance history of the machine as a PDF to ensure that service providers have all the information they need. Finally, we again determine whether the ad should be directly visible after confirmation by the support team and where it should be placed. The Smart Company has now uploaded all relevant ads and will shortly receive feedback from Arico about the approval of the ads. After a short time, Mr. Smart or Mr. Smith, as the contact person for the respective ads, will receive the result of the review by email. As we can see here in the user panel, 3 of the ads were approved and 1 was rejected. Let's now take a look at the emails received. First, let's look at the confirmation email that was sent to Mr. Smith. Then we look at the email with the rejected ad to find out the reason. In this case, our ad with the highlighted title was rejected. The reason for the rejection in this case was the selection of an incorrect category. To correct this, we click on Edit in the rejected ad in the Actions column to edit the ad. However, if we believe that all the details were correct, we can also click on Request again to restart the reviewing process. In this case, we will also click on Edit to edit the ad. On the edit page at the top, the reason for the rejection is stated again. To correct the error, we scroll to the category selection area and correct our entry. However, the error shown is for display purposes only. We will then finalize the processing. The status of the ad will then change from rejected to requested. Mr. Smart will shortly receive a message that his ad has been confirmed.